Welcome back. Welcome today. Joe Delgado, your everything coach, your partner in crime. Indestructible me, making you indestructible so we can take on the world. Boom, boom. We're becoming superheroes here. We are going to change the world. Excuse me. After I changed my chest congestion, apparently. But we are changing the mind, which is going to change the world. That's all we need to do. Just think. If I were to tell you the only thing that we need to do to eliminate the hate, eliminate the disease, eliminate all the BS in our world, the bullshit that you're seeing everywhere around you, all we have to do is get a healthy mindset. Wouldn't you opt into doing that? That's when I'm here. That's why I figured out myself, and that's why I want to try to bestow to 7.7 billion people. Well, maybe not that much, because there's a lot of people that already understand that, and they're obviously very successful. They're thriving. Let's get you to thrive. Let's have you opt in to thrive. Indestructible Me, Fast for Life. Go check that out. Excuse me. Your Success Planner. Gotta get it. On this show, we talk about goals, and that's why you have to get it. I literally have you, I'm there with you every step of the way to clean up the clutter in your life, to improve, make enhancements, improve the things that are already doing well in your life, getting you to acknowledge them and nurture it, feed those seeds, right? Because you're already great. We got to just uncover all of those and add to it. Today is super impactful. Every episode I think is impactful, but hopefully we're getting you to digest this content and it's impactful for you. Definition for intelligence is just literally obtaining knowledge and skill and be able to use it. So here we go. Subconscious mind. Have you heard of this term before? Have you heard of the subconscious? What are your thoughts? I want to know about them. This is a very huge topic for me. So, Joe, why has it taken you like 50 episodes or whatever to start talking about this? Well, good question. I've talked about this multiple times throughout this course or the podcast. And so now here we go. One dedicated episode, one 15 to 20 minute dump of just subconscious mind. Quick definition would tell you part of the mind of which one is not fully aware, but influences one's actions and feelings. Whoa. Let's digest that a little bit here. Let me get out my marker. It's a part of the mind, right, which is not fully aware, but influences actions and feelings. That's absurd to me. That should boil your blood. That's part of your brain that's convincing you to do something that's making you, and you're not aware of the situation. Let's pull back the covers. Super crazy thoughts are coming through, right now. Maybe you're just like, well, yeah, Joe has had too much coffee. It's actually not true. Or maybe I'm on some type of stimulant. That's also not true. I'm just excited to talk about this subject here. It's the part of the mind that's not fully aware. That's not fully aware. But it influences your actions and feelings. So just think about that concept. And I talk about habits all the time. You know, the 3 steps of a habit. You got a trigger, you got a routine, and then you got a reward. This is 100% wrapped around the subconscious mind. Something happens. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That's my alarm. Something happens, whether you're aware of it or not, and you're compelled, influenced to take an action or have feelings towards something. That is your subconscious mind. That's something that pops up and you just become a robot. right? I mean, think about hypnotism. Think about being hypnotized, like what you might have always seen like on TV shows, whatever, maybe movies. And the next time you hear a bell, you're going to bark and act like a dog. That is literally how your subconscious mind works. Is you got an alert, something in your environment is going off. Excuse me. And it's just making you compelled to act, do something, and then you get trained by a dopamine response. So there's constantly a conflict in your brain, right? Because the subconscious mind is automatic. This is an automatic process. And this ideally runs off of your fight or flight. Your subconscious mind is your survival. It wants you to stay comfortable and wants to protect you. It is your fear. It's going to make you afraid of things so you don't do it. Again, automatic. It's an automatic response. You don't like social situations, so your brain is going to automatically tell you, hey, we don't like that, we're afraid. So whenever something is popping up in your life, a charity event, networking event, a social event of some sort, it's an instant like, no, I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable. And then the reward is you being alone and secluded, whatever. Right? It's gonna influence actions or feelings. So in that case, your feelings towards that event is going to be harsh, awful. No, I don't want to do that. That doesn't make me feel good. That's giving me a lot of butterflies, a sensation. That's making my stomach turn anxious. So I'm throwing a lot at you, and I'm probably yelling at your screen, so sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. We need to wake you up, because this freaking thing is hard, and you need to be aware. Because again, this trains you when you're not aware. I talked about Napoleon Hill, Think and Go Rich. Auto-suggestion is... This is the ultimate mind hack. How do you get your brain to tell you an action or a feeling towards something when you're not aware, but have it in a positive way, right? So let me boil back. I'm going to go over this multiple times. The actual mind hack, what all these freaking gurus and people on social media and all this type of stuff that are promoting mind hacking, is understanding that the subconscious mind is the dominant part of your brain. No matter what. Even though that your prefrontal cortex, you have something in your brain that is giving you or that's trying to push you, is your discipline, your accountability buddy. It's something that's trying to push you into the future and make you successful. That is not dominating. It always will get slaughtered in a fist fight compared to your subconscious mind. Because again, the subconscious mind will dictate your behavior when you're not aware of it. So that's you being compelled to eat when you're lonely, you're bored. Or it's just, I just got home, I need to eat. I just got done with this activity, I got to eat. These are literally, I mean, it's throughout your whole entire day. Even good things, right? Showering, kissing your spouse bye before you leave the house. Or you don't do that. Whatever it may be. It's things that you are taking zero thought, because your brain, again, is trying to free up bandwidth. It's trying to free up energy so it can run smoothly, so it doesn't get tired. And just like if you exercise, your lactic acid tolerance is very low, most likely. Or maybe even high. No matter what, you need to build up a tolerance to lactic acid. It's uncomfortable. The burning sensation on your muscles causes a panic in your brain. Hey, what are you doing, idiot? This is hurting. Stop this. This is stressing us out, right? That's a simple concept of, your stress response. And that's exactly, your brain wants comfort. It doesn't want to go through that because you have to push yourself. The thoughts that flood your mind. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? I need to stop. Like, this is crazy. This is stupid. This is not going to work. That's your subconscious mind telling you. It's trying to influence your feelings and actions because it doesn't want friction. It doesn't want pressure, or it doesn't want issues. It doesn't want all this other stuff, right? So you got to, I talk about friction. I've talked about friction before. Check that out. But back to what I was trying to say about mind hacking is that the subconscious mind is going to be dominant no matter what. It is because it's influencing actions and feelings when you're not aware. So when you're not conscious and you are not, you're robotic in a sense. So you're just doing something because it's just a habit. Your subconscious mind is 100% responsible for that. So the mind hack is to think about the action or feeling that you desire and then figure out a way to have your subconscious mind automatically trigger those actions and feelings. Talked about this in habit. This is exactly how you do it. You got to figure out what the trigger is. First, you got to figure out what your action or feeling is, what that desire is, right? If you want to love something that you originally hate, you got to come to terms with that. Like, I got to love this, right? It is said by neuroscientists and neurodoctors, if that's a thing, neurologists, hey, there we go, that the first 7 years of our life, we are 100% only operating on our subconscious mind. Meaning that we are trying to gain conscious awareness of the world that we live in. So we're absorbing everything, what we see, what we hear, what we feel, what we touch, all that type of stuff. And this is creating a blueprint of the rest of your life, which is crazy to think. So the first 7 years of your life, the things that you've seen, the things that you experience are going to be your beliefs. They're going to be embedded deep down into your brain, and it's going to cause you to react and have feelings and have actions. So maybe you believe that, or maybe you don't. This is the reason why I talk. This isn't a sales pitch. This is the reason why I talk about writing down your goals. This is the reason why I talk about writing down your goals. This is the reason why I talk about affirmations. Muhammad Ali, I am the greatest of all time. Conor McGregor, I am going to change MMA. I'm going to break records. I'm going to do things that no one has ever done before. I'm going to be a millionaire. Before, none of that has ever even came to truth, fact. That's why all of this is super impactful. And I always talk about this because it is convincing the actions and feelings of a particular possession, particular item, a future for you. You're altering your feelings and your actions about something that's going to ultimately trigger when you're not aware. So no matter what, you're going through your life, you're doing things, you're responding to your environment, you're going to automatically receive information that's going to help you into the future. About sensory gating, I talked about this. The part of your brain, your thalamus, that literally shuts off things that doesn't think it's important. So these both systems in your brain work hand in hand, meaning that when you are not consciously aware going through your environment, you can train your brain to absorb information, absorb knowledge, absorb skills retain it because it knows that you have good intentions, you have good feelings, you want to act upon that in some sort of way. I don't know how many times that I just plug in, people ask me because I just listen to books, right? And people are like, I mean, I just lose focus. Like, how do you say focus? I'm like, well, I do the same thing because I have a freaking crazy brain. I think about so many different things all the time. And I jump off subject, I go off tangents. But the thing is that I know that I have to influence my actions and feelings, what I want. So that's why I write down my goals every single day. Because then I tell my brain what is interested in, what I desire, what I want. So when I'm listening to the book, I might be not consciously aware and physically focused on the book, which I should be. You know, maybe I'm like looking at the scenery, I'm taking my dog for a walk, or I'm multitasking and I'm, you know, cleaning the house or whatever it may be. Excuse me. My brain is absorbing like a vacuum the information. So later on when I'm not listening to that book, all of a sudden I'm having these thoughts. I'm like, where did I hear this from? Where did this come from? And then boom, I keep on thinking about it, and I remember a part of the book that I came back to and I started focusing. And then all of the thoughts, all of the things that I didn't think I was listening to just comes vacuumed in to my brain as memory, thought, conscious thought. And then I have that information. I obtain it. It's a skill. It's a knowledge. So you got to first come to what you want. Like, you need to know, again, where you want to go. What's your thoughts and feelings on something? Maybe you hate something. Maybe you hate money right now. And you know that you don't have enough money. You're struggling with money, right? Finances, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, you get hit with, you know, life happens. And it's a blow to you, to your self-esteem, the way you function, and it takes you a while to recover and recoup. And then lo and behold, life happens again, and it's the same cycle. So maybe you just hate money because you're taught from an early age that money is the root of all evil. Penny saved is a penny earned. You were told all this is garbage, which we all were. Right? When you weren't consciously aware, when you're trying to absorb and understand your surroundings, your environment. So you're taught a bunch of garbage about money, and those are just your beliefs that your brain thinks is fact, and it causes you to have feelings and act a certain way. But you need to come to a realization. You need to figure out your thoughts and feelings on everything. And if you want to keep those thoughts and feelings on that is the first step. That's why, again, getting this planner is super impactful, because you take inventory of your life. You write down the assets and the liabilities of your life. And then you script, literally, my money situation is garbage. You grade yourself. All right, I don't like my money situation. Okay, well, what's your thoughts and feelings on money? When the conversation about money, earning money, not making money, again, another episode, earning money, collecting money, getting money, maintaining it, multiplying it, using it, getting debt, collecting debt, using it, leveraging, all this type of stuff. Maybe I just mentioned a bunch of things that you never even thought about implementing in your life. Well, again, writing down and confronting all of that will be impactful. Just do the work. Once you start doing it, you'll start asking your questions. Well, maybe I don't understand something about money. Boom. All right. There's your first step. You immediately find your steps, and you'll find your calling, and find where you need to go. It'll guide you where you need to go. But you need to become consciously aware of the things that you care about, so your subconscious mind is leveraged. Once you become consciously aware and you reassert every single day, all day, this is what I'm going to be, this is what I'm going to be, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to change the world. I'm going to change the world. Right? You hear me compelled saying that constantly, because I believe that I'm going to change the world, and I need your help doing it. That's why I'm doing this every single day. I'm doing it enough so my subconscious mind is tricked on doing things, forcing me to have certain feelings and compel me to do certain actions to act accordingly. Act to make sure that I do change the world. I'm tricking my brain. I'm changing the clutter from bad to good. I talk about brainwashing. This is just another form. You gotta come to terms with what your actions and feelings on particular topics that you want to change, and then you implement, then you reassert every single day, right? You implement activities that continuously reassert what you want, what you feel, and then eventually, when you're not aware, your brain is just going to have you act accordingly. Absorb the information that's already there. Wherever you want to go in life, you want a 6-figure job, you want to get promoted, the opportunity for you to get your dreams and desires is already around you. You are just blocked off of that, and you need to become consciously aware. Again, you just got to confront it. You got to every day. It might take you 6 months. It might take you years of just every day. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. And then boom, you finally suffocate the garbage and the positivity, the freaking amazing energy is just going to shoot through you, and you know exactly what you need to do, and then it's going to springboard you. You're going to just accelerate. It's going to flourish. I cannot wait for that to happen for you. I'm excited. Again, follow us, Indestructible Me. We'll always keep you up to date with everything, Coach. We're going to keep you accountable. We're going to hold you accountable. We're going to keep that discipline in check. You need to be part of a community that are full of go-getters. So the clutter, the non-go-getters are washed out. You need to listen to people that push you forward and not push you down or keep you maintaining. We need to focus on growth. We got to change the mind, change the world. Thank you for tuning in, and always be great.